Hello lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Anna, hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The Golden Bachelor Season 1 leading man Gerry Turner won't be joining the cast of Golden Bachelor in Paradise for a very logical reason. Gerry starred in the Golden Bachelor Season 1 in 2023 and got engaged to Teresa Nist. They got married on January 4, 2024, during the Golden Wedding. However, just 3 months later, Gerry and Teresa announced that they were getting a divorce because they couldn't decide where to live because neither one of them wanted to leave their family. In late 2024, Gerry revealed that he has an incurable, slow-growing form of bone marrow cancer called Waldenström's macroglobulinemia, which he said caused him to shift his priorities. In an interview with TMZ, Gerry revealed that he turned down an offer to join Golden Bachelor in Paradise in early March 2025 after the producers reached out to him about becoming a cast member. His main reason for not heading to the beach is because he already knows the Golden women will be Golden Bachelor in Paradise cast members, and they've already discovered that they don't have a romantic spark. However, Gerry added that he's open to joining the cast if new women are introduced. This would be an interesting idea considering that the possible group of Golden Bachelor in Paradise women is so small because there's only been one season of the show. This idea would follow in the footsteps of Bachelor in Paradise Canada, which includes contestants who've never appeared on any shows, in addition to the franchise alums. Although Gerry doesn't want to be a contestant on Golden Bachelor in Paradise, he's open to joining the show in another capacity, perhaps by making a cameo, hosting a date, or serving as Bachelor in Paradise bartender Wells Adams' barback. Gerry appeared in Joan Basso's Golden Bachelorette season to give her advice, and he did a great job. So perhaps he could do the same during Golden Bachelor in Paradise. He could even serve as a mentor for the younger Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 contestants. So far, 3 Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 contestants have been announced. They include the Bachelorette Season 21 alums Jonathan Johnson and Hakeem Moulton, and the Bachelor Season 29 contestant Zoe McGrady. It's going to be so exciting to see who else joins the cast. Is making the right decision by not joining the cast of Golden Bachelor in Paradise. It might be very awkward for him to hit the beach and watch his runner-up Leslie, with whom he was in love, date other men. Her experience might also be negatively affected by Gerry being there, because she felt blindsided by him during their breakup. In addition, as Gerry said, he's already dated the other Golden women as well, and he knows that they don't have the romantic connection that he's looking for. Although Golden Bachelor in Paradise has only announced Leslie as a contestant from the Golden Bachelor so far, fans can assume that many other fan-favorite alums will appear on the show as well. They might include Faith Martin, Ellen Goltzer, Sandra Mason, Susan Knowles, Kathy Swartz, Nancy Holkauer, Natasha Hardy, and Edith Aguirre. Perhaps even Teresa will give the franchise another chance and head to the beach. However, there are 2 Golden Bachelor alums who won't be joining Golden Bachelor in Paradise because they're already in relationships. April Kirkwood announced that she was dating someone in November 2024, while Joan Bassos became the Golden Bachelorette and is now happily engaged to Chalk Chapel. In addition, some cast members have already made connections after the shows, including Leslie and Jordan Heller and Sandra and Charles King, but those relationships don't seem to be serious, especially because Leslie is joining the cast. While it might have been fun to see Gerry give dating his Golden Bachelor contestants another chance, he's right that it's probably for the best if he doesn't join the show. However, it would be fantastic to see him make an appearance on the beach in another capacity. Gerry is the original Golden Bachelor, and he broke new ground in the Bachelor franchise with his season. He deserves credit for that, and he should be involved with Golden Bachelor in Paradise in some way. The Golden Bachelor was revelatory for Bachelor Nation when it began airing, but the controversies behind the show have been so shocking that I'm struggling to understand what's next for the more mature side of the franchise. Throughout the last year, the Golden Bachelor Season 1 has been the biggest buzz in Bachelor Nation. Gerry Turner, who led the first season of the new iteration of the original series, was brought into the spotlight as a struggling widower who was looking for love in his 70s. Flanked by an Emmy Award-winning cast, Gerry got the opportunity to find his true love. Gerry, who won Bachelor Nation over quickly with his sweet persona and his tragic backstory, took on the challenge of becoming the first Golden Bachelor, which didn't prove to be as simple as he expected. Instead of Gerry having the luxury of getting to know his cast of women over a standard-length season, which is already quick, He had 6 weeks to see if he could find love with someone on the series. After meeting and getting to know Teresa Nist, Gerry knew he'd found something special. Despite some controversy, the pair got engaged and then married within a month. Even though Gerry and Teresa's story was a short but sweet look at two older people finding a second chance at love, Bachelor Nation was already beginning to struggle with the couple before their engagement aired on screen. After finding out that Gerry's Bachelor persona had been pushed by producers throughout the season, viewers were finding it hard to trust Gerry or the series. With the golden wedding behind them, the couple began to face everyday issues. But a shocking diagnosis ended their relationship in secrecy, and many viewers turned on the golden couple when they announced their shocking divorce. While the Golden Bachelor wasn't considered a failure, it wasn't considered a success either, so it was surprising when the Golden Bachelorette Season 1 was announced quickly after Gerry and Teresa's wedding. With several women from Gerry's season in the running, Bachelor Nation was surprised to find out that Joan Bassos would be the show's first lead. Joan, who left Gerry's cast after the first few weeks of the season to tend to a family emergency, was a great pick, but controversies with her cast plagued the second iteration of the Mature series, leaving me struggling to comprehend what's next. Although The Golden Bachelor was one of the most highly anticipated shows of the year in 2023, the series wasn't something that necessarily lived up to Bachelor Nation's expectations in the long term. While Gerry was a charismatic lead, he struggled once the series ended, and though he was dealing with personal struggles and secrecy behind the scenes, viewers didn't allow him to catch a break. During the show's run, it was clear that the series was landing well with viewers. As it continued, however, Bachelor Nation had a tough time believing in the mature love story being told on screen. Although The Golden Bachelor was a great way to boost Gerry's profile initially, as the series continued and he became more popular, more people were hoping to see his downfall. When Gerry and Teresa left The Golden Bachelor engaged, the couple shared quite a bit of content online. And prepped for their wedding publicly, which turned a lot of Bachelor Nation fans off. After the wedding, the couple went radio silent, which many found strange. Although Bachelor Nation wasn't aware, Gerry was diagnosed with an incurable cancer just months after the wedding and ultimately chose to call off his relationship. While Gerry was dealing with the unimaginable, his relationship with Teresa crumbled, and the Golden Bachelor star struggled to deal with the waves of hate he was receiving from viewers who blamed him for their inability to accept the Golden Bachelor marriage coming to an end. Bachelor Nation continued to shade Gerry despite sharing his most authentic self online, pushing him to take time away from social media to move forward. While Bachelor Nation blamed Gerry for his poor perception, the Golden Bachelor producers should be held responsible instead. Gerry's still getting hate for the show's mistakes with his persona. Nation wasn't sure what the future of the Golden Bachelorette would be. While the series was something viewers were interested in seeing, they weren't sure that they could trust Bachelor producers to move forward with the series after Gerry and Teresa's marriage imploded. At the time, Bachelor Nation wasn't aware of what had happened between the couple, and speculation was running wild as most were blaming Gerry for the split. Regardless, Bachelor producers announced they'd move forward with the Golden Bachelorette, choosing Joan to be the lead. Joan may have seemed a safe but great choice after the controversy of Gerry's season, but when it came down to actually seeing things play out on screen, it was clear Bachelor producers hadn't picked someone dynamic enough to fill the leading role. Two of the men who were vying for Joan's heart, Gil Ramirez and Guy Gansert, were exposed to have had restraining orders against them. While Gil was an early boot who didn't have much time on screen anyway, Guy was one of Joan's finalists. Bachelor Nation felt they couldn't trust producers at all, shocked by the news. Custom image by Cesar Garcia. Although I think The Golden Bachelor and The Golden Bachelorette were both great starts for the mature side of the franchise, seeing the seasons play out leaves me with a lot of big questions. With The Golden Bachelor allowing its lead to take the fall for production's mistakes, while The Golden Bachelorette allowed Joan's safety to be compromised, the series has yet to have a perfect season, where the leads are able to move through the experience without a hitch from production or casting. I'm skeptical The Golden Bachelor Season 2 can succeed without major change or some unnecessary blunders. On the heels of the success of The Golden Bachelor Season 1, the series will return in the fall of 2025 with a new lead, as well as a new spot on the ABC schedule. Gerry Turner was the first Golden Bachelor, and he won viewers over with his honesty about dating later in life. The show was a critical success, with ratings surpassing those of The Bachelor. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the Season 1 finale, during which Gerry became engaged to Teresa Nist, drew more viewers than any Bachelor show in nearly 3 years. Despite its success, The Golden Bachelor saw negative headlines after Gerry and Teresa announced their divorce just 3 months into their marriage. Then, to many fans' disappointment, the franchise selected an unknown lead for Season 2 instead of one of the many contestants from Joan Basso's season of The Golden Bachelorette. The next Golden Bachelor leading man will be Mel Owens, a lawyer and former professional football player. Because he's unknown to viewers, Mel is starting off at a disadvantage. As the fall premiere nears, I now have even more concerns about Mel's ability to fill Gerry's shoes. ABC's announcement of its fall primetime schedule includes a change for the Golden franchise. The Golden Bachelor will air at 9 p.m. on Wednesdays, after previously being in the 8 p.m. slot for both The Golden Bachelor and The Golden Bachelorette. The Golden Bachelor generally features contestants between the ages of 60 and 75. Although the series was a hit with viewers of all ages, older audiences especially enjoyed seeing their demographic represented on a popular dating show. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that those aged 65 and older are the largest demographic of television viewers, which I know makes them an essential key to any show's success. Its data also shows that the highest overall viewership hour is from 8 to 9 p.m. Not only do I think the later hour is less conducive to high viewership, but I also believe it might also directly affect the Golden Bachelor's target audience. According to Nielsen data, younger viewers in the 18 to 49 demographic are more likely to watch shows that air later, which means older viewers are the ones tuning in at earlier hours. On top of that, TV News Check reports that 55-plus viewers are more likely to watch broadcast television than streaming, making the time slot even more critical for this audience in my opinion based on the data. The fall schedule also revealed that episodes of The Golden Bachelor Season 2 will be only an hour long. While this continues the trend established during Season 1, shorter episodes are an anomaly within the franchise. The Bachelor typically fills a 2-hour block during primetime, while The Golden Bachelorette had 90-minute episodes. Many viewers didn't mind the short episodes of The Golden Bachelor, as it fit with the show's theme of reformatting the franchise. I think that shorter episodes can hold viewer attention for longer, and they reduce some of the unnecessary filler that can agitate viewers. A 1-hour window feels like less of a time commitment, so it may actually draw in a larger audience. However, I can't help but feel that The Golden Bachelor is getting cheated in the lineup. Combined with the later time slot, it feels like Season 2 is an afterthought that will get lost in the shadow of other big shows like Dancing with the Stars, which continues to be 2 hours. The smaller window granted to Golden gives the impression that it's not as important, which is disappointing after so many viewers connected with the show during its first season. The Wednesday spot also put The Golden Bachelor up against another heavy hitter. Survivor airs on CBS from 8 to 9:30 p.m., which will overlap with The Golden Bachelor. Gerry's season avoided this conflict by airing on Thursdays. I see this conflict as being especially crucial in combination with the later start time. If both shows start at the same time, viewers can decide which they prefer to watch. But if Survivor has already been on for an hour, viewers are unlikely to change the channel and miss out on the ending. While streaming options can easily resolve this problem, I'm convinced The Golden Bachelor will be at a disadvantage with casual viewers who are simply looking for something to fill their time. After the first 2 Golden seasons began at an earlier hour, I'm worried about what the schedule change could signify. 9 p.m. is still prime time for viewership, but I fear that shorter and later episodes are a sign that the network is placing less value in the show. Combined with an unknown lead, it feels like a missed opportunity to capitalize on the success of previous Golden seasons. Nevertheless, the popularity of the Golden shows could save Mel's season from disaster as the Bachelor franchise continues to move in a new direction. Golden contestants are established in their lives and know what they are looking for in a spouse, unlike many of the younger contestants. It's also extremely heartwarming to watch the contestants see each other as friends instead of rivals. Many of them have dealt with loss and disappointment in past relationships, and the prospect of finding love again brings healing to both the contestants and viewers. The Golden Bachelor's second season has been anxiously awaited, and I want to see it have every possible chance at success. Mel may not be a big name, but his story is just as valuable as Gerry and Joan's. The Golden franchise proves that it's never too late for love, and hope can arrive when it's least expected. In spite of the schedule changes, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that viewers will still tune in to support Mel and the women who are part of his journey. We're wrapping up here for today, but the excitement of trending gossip doesn't stop here. We'll be back with new surprises very soon. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe.